Hey everybody, it's Flipping Kiwi Gamer here, but you should know that because you clicked on this video. But anyway, today I'm reviewing a game that I played a lot as a kid on the PlayStation 1, and that is Digimon Rumble Arena. But enough from me, let's crack into it. Digimon Rumble Arena was published by Bandai for the PlayStation and was released in 2001 in Japan and 2002 for North America and Europe. This game was basically a fighting game tie-in to the anime series Digimon, and plays like a Super Smash Bros. Game. Well, a poor man's Super Smash anyway. There are up to 24 different characters to choose from. However, 15 of these need to be unlocked through achieving certain objectives throughout the game. Characters from the first 3 seasons of Digimon are available to play. You have Agumon, Gabumon, Patamon, Gatomon, Vmon, Wormmon, Guillemon, Terriermon, and Renamon. A lot of mons. While most of my personal favourites are there, a lot of memorable characters are missing, and a part of me, well, a really big part of me, wishes that these characters were there and there were more to choose from. Compared to other fighting games, like Smash Bros, Digimon Rumble Arena has a very basic and somewhat boring control setup. You can press X to jump and X again while in the air to double jump, while pressing square will perform a basic melee attack. Each character has 2 unique attacks that can be triggered through pressing either circle or triangle. These moves are almost certainly a ranged attack and a multiple hit attack, but this does vary depending on the character. It is nice, I must admit, seeing characters performing their iconic attacks from the series. Each character also has a shield that can reduce the amount of damage they receive. But apart from this, there really isn't a lot more you can do. That is, until you Digivolve. While you are fighting, a small bar above your health will slowly fill with each successful hit you deal out. When this meter fills, you can have the satisfaction of Digivolving and supercharging your Digimon. However, this does come at a price.
Digivolution.
Find that annoying? Well, you better get used to it, because guess what? You're going to be hearing that a lot. And if you think I'm exaggerating, well...
Digivolution. 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 Digivolution.
Anyway, once you have Digivolved, you can activate a special finisher that deals monstrous damage to your opponents, but will cause you to revert to your original form, whether it works or not. But here's another big gripe I have with this game. When you Digivolve, you go straight to the character's final form, and that's it. They skip all the other iconic Digivolutions, and send you straight to the finished product. It would have been nice to have some feel of progression when it comes to Digivolving, and it couldn't have hurt to have made it harder to Digivolve, as sometimes you can do this within 15 to 20 seconds of the fight actually starting. Each character has one of 3 different elements assigned to it, either fire, nature, or water. Yep, you guessed it. Fire has an advantage over nature, nature over water, and water over fire, blah blah blah. The standard stuff. But what they do in Rumble Arena is that each stage also has an association to an element. Digimon will have either an advantage or disadvantage depending on their element and the element of the stage they are playing on. The damage each Digimon receives from traps of certain stages will differ depending on their element. This is a really cool feature, and it's something that gives Digimon Rumble Arena a bit more depth to its gameplay. On each stage, there are also items and cards that can be used by each Digimon during battle. Food items can be used to regain health, while card items have a variety of effects depending on what it contains. Some items allow Digimon to perform special element attacks, some either increase or decrease your Digivolve gauge, and some will even send your Digimon into a disobedient state, making them impossible to control. After you win a fight, each Digimon has a wee moment to, gloat about their victory. Well, they're mostly standard stuff. do you like them apples? Pretty good, thanks.
We did it together.
Whoa, you're not very good, huh?
Some of them are... Oh god, what the...
You,
Oh god.
Ken, I won.
I'm gonna be sick.
you win.
Digimon Rumble Arena is definitely a basic, stripped down fighting game, as it doesn't have a lot of different game modes and features that other fighting games have. You have a choice of one player campaign, versus computer, 2-player, and 1 and 2-player minigames. The minigames are pretty standard, and while they are probably meant to be somewhat different to break up the gameplay, they just come off as uninteresting and boring. These 3 minigames to choose from are a punching bag race to Digivolve,
Rumble.
collecting jewels by throwing a bag at them, and basketball. Digimon Basketball. There's a certain unpolished feel to this game, and I know it's over 13 years old now, and was made for the PlayStation 1, but even for an older game, it has its problems. During battles, the frame rate can drop to make the game play at a snail's pace. Some fights will play out with no music playing, which makes the fight kind of awkward and uncomfortable to play. Even though I'm fully aware of all these faults, I love this game. Why? Because it's Digimon, of course. I grew up loving Digimon, and still being able to pit some of my favourite characters against one another is amazing. While it is clearly a poor fighting game that many people will not want to look at twice, for those of us that grew up loving Digimon, it's still a game we can happily pop into our consoles from time to time. That's why my final rating for Digimon Royal Rumble Arena is a 4 out of 10. It's chunky and slow, and although it has many glitches and many problems with it, at its core it is still a very good fighting game. And I love it because it's Digimon, and anyone who grew up with Digimon will love it too, simply because you can pit one another against each other and imagine what sort of Digimon universe you can create. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, why not share it around with all your friends and tell them about this little awesome flapping Kiwi. Wait a minute. Yeah, that kind of works. If you want to see more of my videos, you know, there's a big red shiny button for that, and who doesn't like shiny stuff? You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter for video updates and a few laughs here and there. Thanks guys, have a good one.